Alright guys, so here's the depressing note of the day. Out here working on this 350X. Still waiting on my piston and rings. Just wanted to kind of set it together just to see what it looks like. Pretty excited to see this powder coat together. So I had this powder coated in North Carolina and had everything. It was all plastic wrapped. And I never touched it till the other day. I pulled it out and had the guy hone the cylinder, as you can see. But also you can see this lip. I guess the heat of the powder coating oven backed out my sleeve a little bit. So I'm hoping I could just take it back to the machine shop and have the guy press it in the rest of the way, or maybe resurface it. I don't know if it makes a difference. You know, I don't want to change the height of the sleeve, so I'm not really sure. I'll have to ask him. But that was number one, so I was like, oh, I'll just kind of throw it together and see what it looks like. And then went to put it together, and this was getting caught. The cam chain guide, and realized that it shouldn't be bolted here. It should be flipped and bolted back there. So don't know how that happened. The only thing I'm wondering is what is this hole for? Because it's obviously threaded. So I'm hoping I'm not like missing something there. I'm not really sure, to be honest with you. Kind of weird. So I guess I'm going to pull this clutch, and then I also realized in the process that, which isn't that big of a deal, is the decompression shaft, or whatever you want to call it. I forgot to put that back in, so I got to track that down. I'm sure I've got it in the box here somewhere, but I don't know. Just kind of one of those days where nothing's really going so right. Everything looks so good, and I got all my parts pretty much. Just waiting on a few things. Thought I'd get a head start and get out here and just see what it looks like and motivate myself, but just realized it's a lot more work. So at the end of the day, it's not that big of a deal. It's just a pain in the ass if I have to pull this clutch, which I'm looking down in there, and I think you got to pull the clutch because it's in behind that big gear back here in order to get to it. So I'm gonna pull this clutch real quick, and we'll see what happens. Get that friggin' cam guide, or cam chain guide, in the right place. All right, guys, that looks a little better. Use the brass punch to hold on the crank. I had a piece of paper towel shoved in there so it didn't hurt the or not the crank, the rod. So it didn't hurt the rod end or the rod end bearing there for the wrist pin. But yeah, got this back on here. There's a washer on the back side, then a little spacer, and then you tighten down there. It's kind of weird because, if you can see or not, if you look right here, that right there is a little slide pocket for the other cam chain tensioner. And it's just kind of weird because there's one on the other side, and then there's a bolt on both sides. So I'm going to look in the manual again just to make sure nothing else goes there. I don't think I'm missing anything, because I laid this whole thing out on a table and put it all back together in reverse order, following by the manual. Just got this one thing backwards. But got the clutch all back in, oiled up. Got to make sure the kickstart's good, and then find those pieces for the side cover. And then there's a little O-ring right here. Luckily I didn't drop that on the floor. But yeah, a little less discouraging. Still got to figure out that damn jug. See if I can take it down to the machine shop tomorrow on lunch break and get it pressed back in, or see if it needs to be heated or what. But a little closer, a little less discouraging. So we'll see what happens. Alright, so I found the decompression little cable shaft, the seal, this little arm, and the spring that goes with it. Got to replace this seal. Thought I might be able to get away with using it, but I've already changed the rest of them in the damn thing. So I might as well change this one. As you can see, it's got a little dent right there. So that's not going to hold any oil. Try to take it to a local bearing shop tomorrow on lunch break or after work or something like that, and see if they have one that's somewhere. If not, I'll have to go ahead and order another one, even though I just ordered the one that goes in the valve cover. But I guess that's it for now. I'll probably just go ahead and post this video, and hopefully the next one will be some parts coming in and an update on what's going on with that cylinder sleeve. Hopefully I have this stuff back together, throw a quick coat of paint on that, and we'll go from there. Thanks for watching, liking, subscribing, commenting, all that good stuff.